Alright guys, what's going on? We've got the fourth war of season 26, and I am super late uploading this stuff. This war was against an alliance called StaRa. I know that we faced them before. I don't remember if it was in For Loki or in Savage Squad. But I have faced them before. It is definitely a mismatch. But let's go ahead and take a look at their map. They actually have quite a few rank 3 6 stars. I feel like they're normally Platinum 1. So right away I see that I'm set up on path 2. I hate that lane, but with Korg and Hitmonkey there, I know I'm going to be taking it. I see Nick Fury on 23. Know I'm going to be taking that. And then I assume I could definitely see myself being on path 1 in section 2. Guardian's there to keep people from using Quake. Because she'll just be shocked the entire time, but Magneto just, you know, takes care of that guy really easily. I am still on my deathless streak too, so I'm like really concerned because when I saw the boss, I'm not sure if you guys saw it, but it is an apocalypse boss, so I was really nervous. I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna have to take this with guillotine. I always feel like that fight, it just makes me nervous. If he gets really special one happy, you can die to block damage. So let's go ahead and join here. And I'm happy to say that I'm not going to be taking the Apocalypse boss. I'm bringing Magneto, I'm going path 2, and then path 1 in section 2. So this is Strike, Counter, Fury, Power Struggle, and so with this node, you pretty much have to knock Hitmonkey down. So I got off to kind of a bad start there. I was trying to just do one hit and then parry. The person wasn't running high enough limber though for me to get by with it. So I'm going to go ahead and lock in 22 spores here. He doesn't have a bar of power yet. I want to keep it that way. Just back up. And then go ahead and hit him, and it goes down in like 30 seconds. So it's not that the fight is hard, it's that it can go sideways, like if the AI doesn't play along. So for this fight here and the next fight, I'm actually going to be using a Power Start 1 boost, and it will help me out in this fight. So got a good intercept to start off, just doing medium light. I have my spores now at 12. Gonna go ahead and lock them in. So he's at 24 spores. Okay, so he's at almost 30. He is getting the Furies now. Gonna go ahead and drop a special 2. I also have mutant boosts on, so it pushes me back up over a bar of power. He does have a few Furies, but still only a 30-second fight. Not super worried about that one. And I'm pretty sure that those were both rank 3 6 stars. Okay, so this is the fight. I've taken this fight before. A little bit of, you know, warning here. This is an extremely, extremely sketchy fight. I, like, forgot how to play halfway through. I had not eaten at all this day. It was like 6 p.m. and I had just, like, not had time to eat. I had been at work. So I like forget how to heavy counter his heavy. I mean, I literally forget how to do everything in this fight. And I just completely screw myself over. So got a reparry there, that's nice. Okay, I have him at 20 spores. So you can see there, I didn't interrupt his heavy with my heavy. I like let him I don't even know what, I mean, honestly, I don't even know what I was doing. I have 11 spores right there. Again, I let him wind up his heavy, so now I'm too scared to heavy counter him, which is super important in this fight. You have to heavy counter him, and you basically just have to lock him down in his corner. If you can't do that, you're just gonna have problems. So, alright, threw off the special 3, get a little bit of healing back. He's going to evade. I don't know why he evaded, because the last hit that I had thrown was my special 3. So I feel like that should count. Either way, you can see too scared to lock in spores. And so right here, I'm going to do medium, light, medium, special 1. No clue why I did that. Now he's unblockable. If there's one thing that we've learned about Nick Fury, it's that when he's unblockable, he doesn't want to throw his special 1. So normally what you'd want to do in this situation is block hit him, but you can't really block hit him on this node because of Mixmaster. So right now, look at this, he has 11 prowess. If he throws that special 1, he's at 3%. If he throws that special 1, I am dead. Finally, I just had to force an intercept, but oh my gosh, like I should have died there. Like I absolutely should have died there. If I would have just saved and like used my special 2, I would have been fine. I don't know what I was thinking. But the streak lives on. I basically haven't died in like 2 seasons now. So, alright, going into this Kingpin fight. Rank 3 6-star Kingpin on Vigor. Not concerned about it at all. Just build up to 10 spores, lock them in, and I will out damage the Vigor node easily. You can see we are almost at 30 spores here, lost a few, but we're just, you know, he's never going to regen in this fight. Omega just does way too much damage for him to be able to regenerate. So then I'm going to move on to this rank 3 6-star Guardian, and this is on Buffet. This fight, I mean, it's just a Magneto fight. If you guys, you know, it's Magneto versus a metal champion. Literally all you have to do in this fight is just parry and heavy. Try not to get backed up. His special 1 can back you up a little bit. And Magneto is also shock resistant, so I'm going to be healing a little bit from that shock debuff. Just make sure to remember to get out of the way of the last part of his special 1. And since I have Sabretooth on the team too, every time I knock him down he's going to be heal blocked. Not that it matters a ton because Magneto, metal champions can't regen against Magneto anyway. But we're going to go ahead, build up our prowess. This fight should be over any minute. I'm just hitting him to stay out of the corner. And then usually what I do is once I get to 10 prowess, I start doubling them. I'm going to go ahead and double them now though, because I know it's going to be overkill. So 27 prowess. I can double them up once more. Didn't quite hold it long enough, so we're still just at 20 prowess. Or 27 prowess. But this should kill him. So, very easy fight. If you're placing defense, never put metal champions on any of the regeneration nodes. So, this is going to be a Killmonger. I didn't show it, but I did actually remove dexterity for this fight. You know, you definitely don't need to. Honestly, I would just rather spend like the 10 units and not have to worry about it. Because I know myself and I will accidentally dex at some point. So we've got, our spores are in the 20s at this point. Get out of the way of the special 2, hit him a couple times. We're losing power, but not a huge deal. Finally got a reparry off there. And he's just gonna die in the middle of a special 1 animation, so not a huge deal at all. And then I'm gonna have one more fight here, and this is just gonna be a 5-star. I think this is the only like champion under rank 3 6-star that I faced this for, I'm pretty sure. But this is just a 5-star Black Widow Deadly Origins. She doesn't have a ton of health. I could see her being like a little bit tricky maybe for some people in this node. But I am not personally worried about it. Just back up once to get out of the way of her heavy attack, lock in spores. It's kind of like a much easier version of node 23. It's got the power focus one, and she's just gonna go down. So yeah, that was my war. One very sketchy fight. I probably wasn't like in the right, like I was kind of taking this war for granted a little bit. Maybe I wasn't as focused. I didn't really do a duel. Should have eaten first, but yeah, so we did end up winning this war. Again, this was a little bit of a mismatch. I'm not going to show the death count. It wasn't anything crazy. It was just, you know, unless it's like a super competitive war, you know, I'm just not going to show other people's death counts. The only time I would do that is if like we mess up really bad, and I'll show, like, I'm not embarrassed to show if we're the ones that make a lot of mistakes, but I definitely don't want to embarrass anybody else. So generally speaking, if a team dies more than like 10 times or maybe 15 times with the current state of war, I'm just not going to show it. So yeah, we finally won. You know, hopefully we can win another war coming up here, but yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to be doing some of the Karina's challenges. I'm going to try to live stream those, so keep an eye out for that, and I will see you in the next one.